Okay, how to do the levels of organization video, part 2, extra details. Miss, how do I ... So I'm going to try to give you a little more information here. So where we ended the last video was I looked up my cell photo and I copied it and then I pasted it over here and I was resizing it to make sure it's the right size. Now, another thing that I want to make sure that I made clear in the last video, because I just kind of did it without fully explaining it, if you want to cut some stuff out of your picture, you can double click it and it'll show up with this black border. You can click that and that will actually cut off the parts as you drag them in. So then when I press enter, I have deleted those areas of the picture. That's also this right here. It's called the crop tool. So you can click crop image and those black things show up and it will allow you to add or remove. So this doesn't change the size of the picture. It actually adds or removes parts of the picture. So that's kind of a cool tool to add. So I can put my cell in where my cell is supposed to be, and you'll notice you also have to label it here. So I want to label that as a cell. So cells build together, they clump together to build tissues. So now it wants me to add a picture of a tissue. So I'm going to insert an image, going to search the web for it. And you can always do this by actually searching in Google. That sometimes gives you more options and you can download it to your computer or copy and paste it. There are other ways to do that. So this shows me some tissues. I actually really like, make sure you don't do these. We're not talking about a box of tissues. So it's not like, it's not these tissues. It's the kind of tissue that builds an animal or an organism. So I kind of like this one right here. I'm going to grab this tissue. Okay, so there's my image of a tissue. And again, I Control C to copy it. You can also right click it and go to copy. Then I want to scroll down to my project slide, Control V, or I can even right click and paste. Okay, so that's way too big again. I want to shrink it down until it fits within my tissue box. Tissue box. Still not that kind of tissue. And then I highlight my title and I change that. I'm labeling that a tissue. And I'm going to keep going through and I'm going to do that with each slide. Now, here's an interesting thing. If I realized, wait a minute, oh no, I put a picture of an organ here, or I put it on the wrong slide. You can, like, if this was a picture of a heart, or here, let me show you this. Like, if I had accidentally put my tissue picture right here, and I went, wait, this is a tissue, not an organ. I can select it. Control X is to cut, so Control X. Control V. So now I was able to cut it out of the organ slide and paste it into the tissue slide. It lets you pull it and put it somewhere else. Make sure you guys answer these questions in the yellow boxes. But this is technically your project slide, is just you guys looking up those pictures and labeling them to show me that you really understand the levels of organization. Just to show you the other way to do it, if I want to look up an organ, I just go to Google and I search organ and images. And so like a human organ. There we go, yeah. You can even pick a specific organ if that's easier for you, but like, okay, here's some lungs. So I can actually click those lungs. And right here, I can right click, I can copy the image, and then I can paste the image from Google. So that's another way you can do it. If you don't want to insert the image this way, you can actually copy it from a Google search. So I hope that gave you guys a little more information. While I was pasting that, I could even go over to my project slide and paste it over here too and shrink it down. So there are some more details for you.